guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. It's a little overcast, so my background looks a little darker than usual just because it's pretty cloudy. It's drizzling out, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Anyway, today I have my empties. Oop, they're falling over. I actually have 2 bags of empties. This one is overflowing. This one's not quite overflowing quite yet, but we have a lot to go through. Before I start though, don't forget to like this video. Let me know what you have finished, what you feel accomplished about. Let me know if you've tried any of these, what your thoughts and opinions are on them as well. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It would mean so very much to me. Let's start with my hair care and supplements. I don't have a lot of them, so I'm just going to group them together. So in terms of hair care, I finished my Champagne Toast shampoo and conditioner from Bath & Body Works. This is Bubbly Champagne, Sparkling Berries, and Juicy Tangerine. I love their shampoo and conditioner. I find it smells really good. I don't feel like a lot of them I get a scent lingering in my hair. That could be for a couple reasons. One, I rinse my hair out really well when I have conditioner. 2, I also put in a leave-in conditioner, so that might kind of, change the scent a little bit. So there's those reasons. And I also, like my hair, I just took a shower and put my hair in a bun, so I don't know if that has any impact on it too. Maybe if I let it air dry down around and or blow dried it, it would smell better. I don't know, like longer, not better, but longer. I really like it. I feel like it's a really good moisturizing conditioner, and it's a nice clarifying conditioner or shampoo. So it just really fits my needs in terms of what I like for hair care. I have kind of a greasy scalp and just it's pretty fine. There's a lot of hair, but it's fine and it's straight, and I love this stuff. So I think it's good. Then I have some supplements. First up, I have my Nature's Truth Collagen Peptides Gummies 1 and 3. I really like these. I picked these up at TJ Maxx on clearance, and I really enjoy them. I like the taste of them. I don't know if the collagen is helping or not, but I do enjoy it. Then I also finished these that I picked up at Marshall's for $5.99. These are the Health by Habit women's multi gummies. These taste good. These taste good, but these taste better. And I haven't seen any of these. I was looking through all of my TJ Maxx and Ross stores around me, and I didn't find any more of these, so I'm a little sad. I don't know where to find them otherwise, and I don't know how much they are, but if you find them at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, I would recommend them. And then the final supplement I have is the ashwagandha gummies. These are also from Nature's Truth. I get these at my grocery store. I did see them at TJ Maxx, but they're a little bit more expensive than my grocery store right at the moment, because currently these are all buy one get one free. Actually, I looked and it looked like it's through the end of the year, so I'm excited about that. They're buy one get one free, and there's $2 off coupons as well, so I can get them for under $10 for 2 bottles, which is a better deal. Anyway, so that's what I got or what I finished in terms of supplements. Let's turn to skincare. I have a few foily packet things. I finished 2 sheet masks. This one was okay. This is, what brand is this? Oh, this is the same cosmetics.com, and I liked this one. This is the multivitamin mask sheet. It was good. It wasn't like super exciting or anything that I would seek out purchasing again, but I did enjoy it. I really like this, and I was thinking about picking some more of these up eventually. This is the Esfolio Hyaluronic Acid with Peach Essence Mask Sheet. They just smell really good. They feel nice, and they have a good amount of liquid on them. The other one had a good amount of liquid as well, but I really like the peach scent, so that's why I like it. Finished a Peter Thomas Roth Acne Dots. My mom gets in on these too, so I went through these a little bit more quickly. I haven't been breaking out, I feel, quite as much lately, but did finish that. And then Hydro Boost. These are the Neutrogena Ultra Soft Cleansing Towelettes. I haven't tried this before. These were scented. I don't like these as much as just the regular ones because they do have a scent to them. And it smells like the moisturizer, if you've gotten that in the past, or even the cleanser. It has that Hydro Boost scent, and that's just not my favorite type of a scent. I prefer the regular ones that don't seem to be scented. I finished another Peter Thomas Roth thing. I cannot believe how long this took me. I literally had this for years. It expired a while ago, but I finished it. This is the AHA BHA Acne Clearing Gel. Would not repurchase it again. There's a couple reasons for that. One is because I feel like it wasn't as effective as other treatments, acne type of treatments, or AHAs and BHAs. And then it's so big. It took forever to use, and that's part of it. Like, I appreciate things lasting, but also, if I don't love something, I want it to get out. And so, not my favorite, but I did finish it finally. I'm proud of myself for that. Finished my Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. This stuff is really good. I have another bottle of it that I'm currently using, and then I'm going to have to purchase another one, because this stuff really, if you're having any issues, I use it in a lot of different places. I find sometimes, because I'm larger chested, sometimes underneath my breasts I get like little, not quite breakouts, but little, I don't know. But I've been using it under there occasionally when I feel like I'm having some issues down there. And yeah, so I really enjoy this. I think it's a good multi-place thing and really does work. So if you have any sort of breakout issues, I think that's a really good one to get. And it still feels pretty gentle. This thing, oh my gosh, another thing that took me absolute years to get, and I want to purchase again. This is, what brand is this? It's Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy. This is the Truffle Therapy Cleansing Oil. Ugh, this I did not enjoy. I did make myself use it up though, because, yeah, but it was a long time. It worked fine. I don't like cleansing oils like this, like ones that you have to shake and you have to use a cotton pad for. Just not my favorite type of a product, and I'm so glad that it's gone. Yes, this came in my glossy box. This might have been my first glossy box, which would have been a very long time ago. I have a couple of moisturizers. We have Clinique Moisture Surge. I'm so glad that this is gone. I used to love this stuff. I don't love it as much. I feel like they've changed the formula so many times. It's not the same, and I don't feel like it's as effective on my skin as it used to be. So now I pair it with a face oil on my neck and chest, and it works fine for that, but I won't purchase anymore. I just have several of them because I've gotten them in sets or gifts with purchase, or ones that I had. So yeah, I really liked this. This is the Ren Evercalm Overnight Recovery Balm. I was using this after I used my Dermaflash. So I don't use my Dermaflash a lot, but it used to be that when you bought a refill pack, you'd get the little blades and you'd get the pre-cleanse, and then you'd get a really thick moisturizer for the post-cleanse, or pre-flash, that's what it is, and post-flash. And they stopped doing that, and then I found this was a good one, so I used it, and now it's gone. So I don't know what I'm going to use next time I decide to use my Dermaflash, because I do think you need something a little bit more emollient than usual when you use that. But if you have ideas, let me know. I finished a face oil. This is from The Ordinary. This is the 100% cold pressed virgin marula oil. It was just fine. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I just felt like it was a regular face oil. Nothing too special about it. Good jeans, just the little guy. I love this stuff so much. I will always purchase more Good Jeans because it is so good. It's so helpful for my skin. Absolutely love it. Dr. Brandt Microderm Abrasion. I finished this. Did not think I was going to finish this in October, and I did. This is the Renewing Age Defying Face Exfoliator. It is a very fine face scrub, and I use it when I shower in the morning, and I do really enjoy it. It's super expensive. It's not worth them. I think it's like $80 normally. It's not worth $80. I usually try to, if it's on a special with a box, I will pick it up, but I don't want to spend more than $20-25 on it. That's what I usually look for it in regards to this one. I really like it. It will sting if you leave it on just a little too long, so be careful with that. It does have some actives in there as well as the physical exfoliants, but I think this is one of the best scrubs that's out there. It's just so expensive. An eye cream. I finished my Boschia Peptide Trio eye cream. I really enjoyed this. I used this as a night eye cream. I think I used this as a night eye cream. I was trying to remember. I finished it all up. It doesn't matter if I liked this or not because they're out of business. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I don't know if I would repurchase it because I enjoyed it that much, but I thought it was a good eye cream, and I did enjoy it. It's gone. That whole company's gone now. Heritage Store Rosewater Refreshing Facial Mist. This was fine. There's still, like, I couldn't get the little tiny bit out of it at the end, if you can see, but it's very much smells like rose. It was fine. The mister on it was fine as well. Let's see if I can get any more out. Just a little sprinkling, but it does have a very heavy rose scent, so if you don't like rose, don't get this one. Makeup is next. So first up, I finished one of my Becca purple primers. This is the First Light Priming Filter. I wish they would bring this back. Smashbox brought back a few of Becca favorites, but I think this was one of the best. This might be my favorite primer of all time now. I really, really liked it, and I'm sad this was, I think, my last one. I don't have any more, so that's a little sad. But I did finish that one. I also finished a bronzer and a blush. They're just little samples, but I still finished them. So we have the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Liquid Bronzer, and this was in the shade, what shade was it? It was in bronze. And I liked this all right. I'm not a big cream product fan, so I'm currently trying to use up my creams. Like, I'm using a Nude Sticks bronzer, that's what I have on, and then I have the Danessa Myrix, which was a little much. It's a little much, a little scary, but this was okay. I don't think I'd purchase it, but if you're looking for like a lighter bronzer, something that's going to be a little more sheer, I think that's a good choice. And then Laura Mercier, this is the Tinted Moisture Blush, and this was in the shade Provence. This was fine. I feel like it was okay. I didn't like it as much as the Pure Lisse liquid bronzer or liquid blush, but this one was okay. It wasn't super, it had some, it was easier to work with. That's what I'm trying to say than like the Rare Beauty. The Rare Beauty can be a little bit hard to work with, but this one wasn't too bad. And this was kind of a orangey shade, kind of a muted peach, I guess is how I would describe it. I liked it. I wouldn't purchase it. I wouldn't purchase the liquid bronzer, but those are just not really my type of products. I find them a little harder to work with. I just find powders and brushes a little easier. I finished this, and I guess I'm going to count it as a makeup. I don't really know where to put it. It was a brush cleaner from Trend Mood. This came in one of the Trend Mood boxes. It's by the brand Swirl Sparkle, and this was supposed to smell like marshmallows, and it did have a nice little marshmallow scent to an extent. If you want, there you go. That's the little QR code. I liked it. Would I purchase it again? No, I just tend to use a bar soap. Whatever bar soaps I find at TJ Maxx and Marshalls is what I usually use for my brushes and my sponges. It was kind of convenient just to be able to swirl it around in here, but then at the end it was hard because there was just the remnants around the side, and then they just kept kind of swirling around, so it was harder to get the very end of the product out. But it was I still enjoyed it. I don't think it was bad. I finished a foundation. I was so proud of myself. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, and this was in the shade 2. It was an airless pump, so it really pulled it pretty far, and then I just unscrewed the pump itself and then scraped it out pretty darn good. There's a teeny bit left in there, but nothing that I'm going to try to like get the rest of it out. I didn't love it. It's not my favorite. I made it work. I made it work. It wasn't, let's see, how can I describe it? It was temperamental. It wasn't like my Estee Lauder, which I feel like I could use a lot of different primers with. It was kind of temperamental. It would only work with some primers, not some other primers, but then some of the primers that my Estee Lauder doesn't work very well with, like the Tarte Pore Putty stuff, or whatever, that it worked okay with this. It wasn't the best with it, but it worked better than with Estee Lauder. So it's a little bit more moisturizing. The shade wasn't perfect for me, so I probably wouldn't get it again. That was the part of the problem was when I got it. Like, I went to the one that was the closest, but even when I was looking on Temptalia, there wasn't like an exact match. But I'm glad I tried it. I liked it better. Like, I didn't like the Pat McGrath. This one was just okay. And so probably I wouldn't, it's not worth the price to me. Last makeup is this little Tom Ford lipstick. I am so excited that I finally finished this. As you can see, it says Tom Ford. This was the shade Indian Rose. Really cleaned it out all the way to the bottom. I could scrape it out and like use it with a lip brush, but I'm not going to do that. This is kind of the color that I wear to work, and I'm not going to be pulling out a lip brush with me while I'm trying to, when in between classes, you know. So I did finish it. It was kind of drying. I needed a good lip balm underneath it, and then it sometimes would look a little gloopy because it wouldn't lay right all the time over my lip balm. But I finished it. It was a pretty shade. I don't think I would purchase any more Tom Ford lipsticks, which was a good thing to learn because, you know, I was very tempted. Macy's was doing a sale, and they had a sale on sale with Tom Ford lipsticks. And then I was like, no, you just barely finished this. I finished this on Halloween. I was like, I'm going to finish it. And I had to remind myself, you didn't even like it. You just want the packaging. You want Tom Ford. And that was very true. So thank you for that lesson learned. I do have one full size, but I think it might be a different formula. But yeah, not my go-to for every day. Let's talk body care. I finished 3 hand creams. I'm so excited. I finally started catching up on hand creams because I was behind. So I finished Fresh Getaway. I actually ended up using this on my feet at the end because it was just too strong. That grapefruit got to me a little too strong, and I didn't want to leave it any longer. So used it on my feet. Then Crisp Pear from Dionysus. I really enjoyed the scent of this one. This is a nice hand cream. It's a little thin, especially compared to Bath & Body Works. So it's not quite as greasy or as an emollient, but I do like it. I'm kind of picky about their scents though. So Crisp Pear was one that I really liked. And then I finished Pink Pineapple Sunrise from Bath & Body Works. I'm so glad to get this one out because this was another one. I was getting sick of the scent. I had too much Pink Pineapple Sunrise this year. So glad to finally gotten that hand cream out. And Crisp Pear I would repurchase. The other two, no. I finished 2 scrubs. First up, we have Apple Macchiato by Tree Hut. This was a limited edition scent last year. It smells so good. I really enjoyed this. It has a little spice to it, but it does have that apple scent to it as well. It said apple extract, malic acid, and shea butter. And I wish I would find this in, like I found other ones from last year, but I didn't find this one. This one was a good one. So bring this back, Tree Hut. It was a good scent. I also really enjoyed this one. Well, scent mostly, but this is like my second tier Bath & Body Works scrub. So this is the Champagne Apple and Honey scent from Bath & Body Works, and this was the Foaming Sugar Body Scrub. This one I liked better than the other ones that I've tried. So right now, I just started today the exfoliating glow. I do not like the exfoliating glow. I was not a fan of that one when I tried it today. This one is good. It's a step down from the Beach Body Scrub, exfoliating Beach Body Scrub, but this one was okay, and the scent was good. The notes on this are crisp apple, sparkling champagne, jasmine honey, and autumn woods. And I'm currently using the shampoo and conditioner and that scent too, so that's always fun. I also finished a shower gel. This is Secret Wonderland. This is Luscious Strawberry, Frosted Jasmine Petals, and White Amber. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. I wish they would bring this back. I would purchase some more Secret Wonderland. I don't think I have a spray in it. I would like a spray in it. I've really been into strawberries, but it was a little darker, deeper scent, so it was good for the fall. And then I finished both of these. I was so excited when I finished this on Halloween. So these are both Catherine Malandrino fragrances and lotion form. The first one is Romance de Provence, and this kind of smells slightly, I don't want to say old lady, but there's that essence of it. And I think it's like when you have a perfume that you use sparingly and then it kind of sits for a little bit and there's a little bit of an older quality to it. That's kind of what I got from this one. So not a fan of this one. So glad to have it out. I do have full bottles of these. This one I liked a little bit better scent-wise. This is Luxe de Venise. And this one, I didn't like the scent of the lotion that much either. Didn't smell as dated, I guess. But doesn't smell like the perfume to me. Like I remember thinking the perfume smelled really nice. And this one, not so much. Plus, they are perfumed lotions, so they're not very moisturizing. I felt like they didn't give me enough moisture. They're kind of thin and the type of thin where you spread it out and it just kind of sits on the skin, so you have to really work it in, but it still doesn't feel like super moisturizing. Yeah, so no to both of those. Don't buy those. We are on to Home Scent. Finished 2 of my pocket backs. Finished Watermelon Lemonade. I really enjoyed this one. And then I also finished Champagne Apple and Honey. Again, really enjoyed it. This one I had already started, so that's why I put it in. I'm currently using Island Margarita because that one was another one that I had started. So, you know, I'm a little off with my, not semesters, seasons on my pocket backs, but did finish those. Glad to have those out, especially because they're starting to expire, so I need to use them more. Then we are on to soaps. This was kind of a weird month for soaps, you're going to see. First up, I finished Pomegranate and Blackberry. The notes are Autumn Pomegranate, Sugared Blackberry, and Vanilla Spice. This one was nice. It has a very faint spice to it, but it has that fruitiness to it, so I did enjoy that one. I have purchased it, actually, well, this is going to be in my haul, but yeah, I purchased this year's version of it as well when it went on sale. So I have that. I finished a Cherry Almond Shortbread. Holy cow, is this one strong. This one will linger on your hands for quite a while afterwards. The notes are Vanilla Shortbread, Candied Almond, and Cherry. I don't remember it being that strong last year. I bought 4 of them because everybody was loving this and it was really hard to find. I wish I had bought 4 of it. I think I would be good with the 2, but I'm going to continue using it because, you know, I don't hate it. I don't love it as much as other people. The one that I absolutely loved, and I still have 7 of these. Yes, I bought all of them that they had at the one store. It is Spellbinding Sweets. I love this one so much. So we have Haunted Lollipop, Sweet Bubblegum, and Bewitched Berries. Smells so good. We went through 2 of them. One here at my office, one at home. Really, really loved this one. Would repurchase this one in a heartbeat if they brought it back. I lucked out at SAS in the winter SAS, and they had just put out soaps, just put out a whole bunch of soaps. That's actually where I got this pomegranate and blackberry as well. But I bought every single one of them that they had on the 75% off table, and I loved them. I also finished, we finished because my parents were here, the Vampire Venom by Slatkin & Co. This smelled so good too. This is Black Cherry, Midnight Blackberry, Pomegranate, and Patchouli. The patchouli gives it a little bit of depth. It's kind of like a really, not like a edible fruit, but the cherry and the pomegranate, it's really dark and it smelled so good. It was kind of a perfumed fruit. I loved it. I have a candle in it that I'm going to burn next year, but oh my gosh, I love this. I would purchase this again. I wish I had left the tag on it because I feel like this was $4.99, but then it looks like they're $6.99 now at TJ Maxx. But oh, that one was so good. I also almost finished this guy. This I did pour out into 4 bottles at the beginning, the middle of October. I don't even know what month it is, because I heard that these were leaking, so you don't want to buy them to stock up and have around. So I put it in 4 bottles. I will say the problems I had was I put it in a bottle like this, and it was hard to see. This one is more see-through than the one I have it in, and I filled it too full and then it poured over, which was a mess. Not a lot, but it was hard to tell where it was. So if you're going to use it, get the bottles that you could definitely see through. It will make life much easier. So that was one thing. It did fill up 3 full of these, and then I also had like partial and a 4th one. I finished the partial. We just finished the 3rd one. So finished 2 full ones, finished the partial, the 1 full one we just finished, my mom and I finished today before I sat down to film. And then I have just a little bit left in my 4th one. So it's almost all gone, but it's counting as an empty for this month. But Vampire Blood, it smelled really nice. The notes are red berry, night blooming jasmine, and petrifying plum. For some reason, I thought I didn't like Vampire Blood. And now I think it's Ghoul Friend that I don't like. There's something, one of them, and I have a Ghoul Friend I was going to use until this happened. Until I read that these were leaking, and I was like, I gotta decant them. And then I wrote on them and with a Sharpie, and I was like, that looks really tacky. Let's get them out. So I think it's Ghoul Friend that leaves, like, makes my hands smell funky. And basing it on my little spray that I got at Ghoul Friend, I think that's what it is. Because I remembered it was one of them, and I couldn't remember what it was. And that was, 2 or 3 years ago when I discovered that. But this one I really enjoyed this year. So either the formula changed or something. There's something that used to leave. It was the floral. And I don't know if it's the peony, the Bath & Body Works peony, or the Bath & Body Works jasmine, but I didn't have that this year. All right, candles. We have Forbidden Fig by Voluspa. I heard somebody say it like that, and I was like, what? This one smelled pretty nice. Not my favorite one that I've tried from them, but this was another little votive from their advent calendar I bought after Christmas, major clearance at Kohl's. So that must be almost 2 years ago. I liked it, didn't love it. Not one I want to purchase a full size of. Then I finished this one. I'm so excited. This is Fizzy Cherry. I picked this one up at Target. It's the Opal House. And it doesn't tell me what scent notes are. It smelled great. It didn't burn. Like, I couldn't really smell it that much when it was burning, which was a bummer. So it did finally burn down. I'm trying to remember. Did this have... I feel like it had some tunneling issues, but then it finally corrected itself. Yeah, not one that I'd purchase again, but I was glad to get it out at the beginning of October. I also finally finished this guy. This is Mango Mai Tai. I feel like there's quite a bit of wax left. Like, if you can see, I can see it like right here is the line. It smells nice. I think I like it better in a 3-wick. The notes are not on here because this is an older one, but finished that one. Glad it's out. While I might not have loved the soap in this, I really enjoyed it in the candle. This is Cherry Almond Shortbread. This is this year's packaging for the candle, and I want to say the soaps kind of matched it. This is Vanilla Shortbread, Candied Almond, and Cherry. It just smells really nice. It was more almondy than anything. I think that's why I liked it. Little almond and cherry, not so much the shortbread in the candle at least. So I did enjoy that. I have bought 1 or 2 backups of it, so I'm happy about that. I also finished Spooky Martini because, Halloween had to have some of my candles. This has the spooky lid. I will keep the lid for this one. This is Mystical Berry Potion, Spooktacular Spun Sugar, and Spellbinding Citrus. This one was pretty light. I got little bits of it. There is the berry in there. It was okay. I didn't love it. I did buy 2 of it, so I do have another one for next year. The packaging is kind of cute with the band. It's not super creepy like some of the other stuff they put out this year, but it's not one that I'm going to be like, oh, I hope they bring it back. Nah, don't care that much. This one, I really want them to bring back, and I have bought backups of it. I don't know how many backups I have at this point. Yeah, I need to inventory candles again, and I haven't. But I loved this one. Candy Apple Cauldron. The packaging was the least creepy of like the main candles this year. the fancy candles. The lid, it has like the little gal in it that disappears. So do I need to keep all of these lids? No, but I don't know what to do with them otherwise. So it smells so good. I love the scent of this one so much. The notes on are mysterious green apple, simmering sugar, and crystallized bergamot. It smells like a green apple with a little bit. It's not quite a caramel, but there's like sweetness to it. It's so good. But it's like a crisp green apple. I really loved it. So I hope they bring that one back for sure because it was so good. We're going to finish with fragrances because I'm pretty proud of the fragrances that I finished in October. I've managed to finish more than I thought I was, and there's a couple that I was like, I'm going to try to finish them, and I got them done. I'm so happy. So we have Kenzie by Kenzie. This is just a travel spray. This kind of reminds me of Viva La Juicy slightly, which I do like, but it's not as good. But I did finish that one. I was happy to finish that one. Another travel spray I finished was We by Juicy Couture. This is We Splash. This is a nice aquatic one. I like to spray this at night, so I was like, found it and I was like, let's get this out. Let's use that as your night spray and get it done, and was so happy about that. This is one of my favorite scents. This is Sparkling Sugar by Clean Reserve. This is like it's really sweet. It is a peachy scent, but it's kind of just a pure sweet scent, if that makes sense. I love it. So this was just a little guy. What size were you? It was just a 5 ml, but it was good. Then I also finished a Scentbird. I was so excited to finish this one because I did not like this scent. This is Sicily Paris Aziza, Izia. This was just too much. It was too strong, kind of overwhelming. I think it's a Chypre, and I don't always love those. The first couple times I sprayed it, I was like, okay, but then it seemed to develop and get stronger, and no, I will not repurchase. I will not be purchasing that, but I am glad that it is out because it was a strong one. It was one that I had just a little bit, and I was like, I got to try to finish it up. And then I was like trying to layer with it to tone it down. Probably not the best way to do it, but trying to sweeten that up just a little bit. I finished Clean Reserve Cell Santal. Not a fan of this one. It's kind of a woodiness. Not a big fan. Wanderlust by Michael Kors. Like, these were samples that had just a little bit in them. I don't remember anything about this one. I think I might have. Do I have? No, that's Very Hollywood. I don't know. It wasn't one that I felt like I wanted to go out and purchase, but I did finish those. And then I finished 2 Zany Laney mini sprays that I found, and I was like, oh, well, let's get these out. They were so good, both of them. I wish Zany Laney was back, so she did some really good body spray scents. First is Christmas Snowflake, and this was like a cherry type of a scent. It smelled so good. Really, really good. And then the other one is one of my favorite. This is An Occupation, which is like an almond. Oh, it smells so good. This one is based on Sense and Sensibility. And then this one was, I don't know what it was based on, but they were both really good. Just, you can't buy them, so sorry. I also finished a full-size body spray. This is from Bodycology. This is Watermelon Splash. I ended up using this as a night spray on my pillows. It's a very light, not super sweet watermelon. A little bit more watermelon-y, less aloe than pink watermelon, but if you've had pink watermelon from Bath & Body Works, you know it's kind of around there. Does it tell me? It does not tell me notes. Juicy melon and fruit melody. That's all it says. But it was okay. I was glad to finish it. One thing that I was surprised, I went to spray it and I was like, I just want to see how much I have left. And I shook it and I was like, I don't hear anything. And then it was spurting out weird. And then I realized, oh, it's empty because you can't see anything. This is Prada Candy Gloss. This is one of my favorites. This is a very bright cherry, very, very in your face cherry. I've gotten compliments on this. It is not for the faint of heart. It almost has a little bit of like a powdery, like if you think of like Smarties, but like that bright but almost powdery quality. It has just a little bit of that in there. I absolutely love this scent. I do have a backup of it because I think it's been discontinued, and I was very sad about that. It looks like it's got some damage on it, but yeah, finished that one. That one was a big surprise. I'm not expecting that. And then I finished this guy. This was also a nighttime spray. I was spraying a lot at night. To be fair though, this was almost gone. I finished this one pretty quickly, and this one already had a dent in it. This is Ariana Grande. I think this is just Ari. I think this is Ari. I can never remember which is which. But this one is a very sweet scent. Like slightly maybe an apple, but there's a fruitiness to it. It's just like a sweet fruity scent. So wanted to get rid of some of my Ariana Grandes, get through them. I don't really love Ariana Grande, especially like the whole affair thing. I just don't like that. But I do like her scents. This one was an okay one. Definitely there's some others in her collection that she's done that I like a lot more, but I did finish that one. So 2 full-size perfumes in 1 month, plus all this travel sprays. I felt pretty accomplished. So let me know if you've finished any fragrances, how many candles you finished. Let me know what you've been using up. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.